to my channel. My name is Manella Messiah, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can choose the right brokerage for you. Okay, so first things first, when it comes to choosing the right brokerage, you first have to identify what's most important to you. For example, is the commission split percentage the most important thing, or is training the most important thing, or joining a team, and so on and so on. Once you identify exactly what's most important to you, or at least prioritize the things that you're looking to gain or to get out of a brokerage, then you can go ahead and do your research. Okay, so get that straight first. Know what you want out of a company, what you expect to receive from a company, and then once you've decided that, then you can go ahead and do your search. So the next thing that I would suggest is go ahead and make a list of the top brokerages in your area. All right, this is my reasoning. So they're obviously at the top for a reason. They're obviously doing something good. And with the top brokerage, you have top agents that are producing a lot of sales. And with this, you'll have the ability to shadow them or get a lot of tips and help from those agents. You can be an assistant for that agent. There's so many opportunities. You can join some really good teams with that brokerage. So that will be my first suggestion. Go ahead and make a list of the top brokerages in your area, and then you can go ahead and call up those brokerages and ask them questions according to what is important to you. And if you get the right answer, you put the ones to the side that you think you like the most, and then you can go ahead and eliminate the ones that really did not answer the questions that you were looking for or won't meet what you want to get out of that company. So this also helps for new agents, of course, if you want to, like I was saying earlier, be an assistant or join a team. But it also helps if you want to host open houses on behalf of other agents, or if you want to be an assistant for a year and and gain all that knowledge, like just things of that nature. So it will help. This will be helpful for a lot of new agents if you're joining a team that is big and is a top producing team, so that you can do all of that to gain as much knowledge as possible. And then whenever you do eventually transition to being a full-time agent, then you will have all of that knowledge to back it up. Okay. Secondly, if training is important to you, what I would suggest is you call up several different brokerages, the one that you've made your list from, and ask them about their training programs or their classes, etc. Now, training might not seem like a big deal to you, but although you've just passed your real estate exam and you're technically allowed to sell homes, at the same time, if you were to get a listing, what are you going to do next? Like, you need to know the steps that you have to take after that. Like, you need to know all of the contracts, what you should do next, who you should be calling, all of that stuff. It's a lot that goes into it. So it's not like you get a home and then you can pass it off to someone else and they do all the paperwork. You have to do the paperwork. You have to make all the phone calls, necessary phone calls. You have to know what contracts to give to your client, etc. Okay? So what I would suggest is ask every single brokerage that you call, exactly, once I join your team, how will I be trained? Will you train me on how to open up a lockbox, or how to sign contracts or send contracts, or understand these contracts? Okay, so it's gonna help you tremendously if you're trained properly. If not, you're gonna be left in the dust, so you're not gonna know really what to do. Okay, so my third point is, if money is really important to you, then I would suggest finding a brokerage company that has a base pay salary. Yes, there are brokerages that exist that have base pay salaries, at least in my area. Or you can find one that hires inside sales reps or closing transaction coordinators, or that hires assistants for agents. It's things of that nature. This way you can immediately start to make money. It's just a steady income, and then you can learn the ins and outs about real estate, the industry, so that when you do make that switch from whatever you join as, whether it be an inside sales rep or an assistant, when you make that switch from that job to a full-time agent, then you will have all the knowledge that you need, and you know how to do contracts, you know what steps to take, you know all the ins and outs. Okay. This will help you to start making money consistently and not go broke and get discouraged. And then you also start to gain knowledge, the knowledge that you need when you do make that transition to a full-time agent. Lastly, what I would say is to look for companies that provide leads. My company provides leads. That's why I switched from Keller Williams to where I'm at right now, was because of the leads and the training. Training helped me tremendously, and how I got my first deal was from a lead from that company. So when you're researching or when you're talking to this company that provides leads, make sure you ask these questions. Ask them how they source their leads, how often you will be getting leads per month. Are these leads shared leads, as in like I'm gonna have to share this lead with me and another agent, or is it just a lead specific to me? Do I have to fight for these leads? For example, when I get a lead, I have to claim it immediately before someone else's does. So it's sent to about 3 other agents or 4 other agents. Whoever clicks the button claim first, that's how I get my leads. So they send a ton of leads, but if you're not next to your phone, then you technically miss out. So ask them about that. And then also ask them about the commission split on the leads that they give to you. For example, with my company, how I get my leads is through AppCity. AppCity gets their cut, which is about 30%. And then whatever is left after that is split 50-50 with my company. So unless you're selling like a home that's like $300, $400, $500 and up, you're not making that much money. So ask them all of those questions so you know exactly how much money you can potentially make, how often you can get business from this company through their leads, okay? This is so that when you actually do sign on, you're not discouraged because you only get like 2 leads a month, and then those leads are shared, and then you got to split it like so many times that you only get about 20% of the actual commission. All right. So that's pretty much all the tips that I have when it comes to choosing a brokerage for you. Again, what you need to do is just identify what's most important to you, then make a list of all the top brokerages in your area, and then go ahead and call them and talk to them and pick their brains to ask them if they can offer what you're looking for. Overall, just take your time in your searching and ask as many questions as possible. And also, if you can, talk to agents that have been with that company for a long time. Ask them how it was when they first joined compared to how it is now. And then also you can do your research on YouTube as well, because YouTube is the best search engine out there. Okay? All right, I hope this video was helpful and informative, and I will see you guys in my next one.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.